My third argument for why the right should stop attacking homosexuality is that open homosexuality is safe, but repressed homosexuality is dangerous. The public attacks against homosexuality by some on the right will not likely convince many homosexuals to stop engaging in homosexual behaviors. Even the outright prohibition of alcohol consumption in the 1920s did not stop and likely increased actual consumption of alcohol. What can mere harsh criticism do, then, to stop the behaviors being criticized? Granted, the public attacks do have an effect, but that effect is often the opposite of the criticizing moralists' intentions. Instead of deterring homosexual behaviors, public attacks against them simply drive them underground and encourage them to be manifested in bizarre, perverse, and sinister ways. If homosexuals are deterred by the threat of public criticism from trying to find willing adult partners, some of them might try to express their desires nonetheless, but on individuals from whom they fear no physical or social retaliation, namely, children. Many a repressed homosexual has sought a position of power, influence, and respectability, seeming to his neighbors to be a person beyond reproach, and then capitalized on this to viciously abuse the most innocent human beings. Hence, the 0.2% of Catholic priests who have sexually violated children. The children have insufficient physical strength to repel the vile pedophile, and if they were to complain of their treatment, their allegations against a spiritual leader and model member of the community would rarely be believed. If the pedophile Catholic priests were earlier in their lives socially permitted to openly communicate their homosexual desires to adults, they might have safely chosen different life paths, and horrendous tragedies would have been averted. Moreover, repressed homosexuals, in order to prove to the outside world that they are not homosexual, often get married, have children, and then betray their families in disgusting ways. Disgusting because adulterous, not because homosexual. A case in point is Ted Haggard, a prominent Protestant minister caught soliciting favors for a homosexual prostitute. Another is the deservedly well-publicized fall from grace of Idaho Senator Larry Craig, a married man and opponent of gay rights caught requesting homosexual favors in an airport bathroom. Not only did Craig commit a gross injustice against his family, he also deceived millions of voters by fundamentally misrepresenting his views, i.e., lying to them. I have nothing against homosexual ministers or senators, but only if they openly admit to being homosexual and do not thereby violate their promises or engage in deception. Both Ted Haggard and Larry Craig might have led perfectly respectable lives if they had admitted to being homosexual from the onset of their careers. If encouraging the repression of homosexuality leads to the violation of such a basic virtue as honesty, then surely such repression cannot be consistent with morality in any sense.